Hi and welcome back to Botanic Designs. I have a wild orchid over here, a white one, and I was lucky enough that after it finished blooming, it started developing a keiki at the end of the spike. It took a few months, but in the end, it also started developing new roots. And now it's time to put it in its own medium. I'm going to show you how to do that. Well, this is the mother plant of the wild orchid, and as you can see, it is very healthy leaves, even develops a new leaf over here. It's developing new aerial roots or maybe even a flower spike. So this is a signal that the orchid is very happy. So what are we going to do? We're going to take off the keiki. We're going to cut it off, and then I'm going to take off the part that finished flowering from the spike. We have a node over here, 2.5 centimeters above. I'm going to cut it off, and then I hope that it will develop a new flowering spike from this node. So I am going to use today these scissors, and of course, as I always do, I sterilize them with 70% alcohol. And now we're going to cut it. Doesn't really matter if you cut it very close to the keiki or further away. So I'm going to cut it over here, and that's it. Now we still have the flower spike, and a new flower spike can develop from a node, but I have to give the plant a signal that it has to develop something over here, either a keiki or a new flower spike. So what I do, I take off the part that finished flowering, and as you can see, over here was the lowest flower, and then we go to the next node down, go up 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and cut it off over here. And now we're going to leave it this way, and within something like 1 or 2 months, if everything goes all right, it should develop either a flower spike or a new keiki. After some searching, I found the perfect pot. This is too small, as you can see, and this one is just gonna be too big. And after some searching, I found this one, which should be perfect. So next to the pot and the keiki, I'm also going to use sphagnum moss. I'm going to put some water on it, distilled water, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of bark, and then we're going to put it in the pot. First I'm going to put some water on it. Here we have the sphagnum moss. It's full of water. I use water that I gained from the air conditioner, but you can also buy gallons of distilled water in every supermarket. So the nice thing of the air conditioner that it's for free. The little pot and the keiki, and now we have the keiki over here, and I'm just going to put sphagnum moss in between the roots and around the roots. Try to take off most of the water, because it only needs to be damp. I already filled the bottom part of the pot with some bark and some sphagnum, and Now we're going to put the keiki with the roots and everything in the pot, trying not to harm the roots. Fill it up. And that should do it. You can see over here one of the roots, and it stands reasonably straight. Now I'm going to put it in my Milsbo, which is an IKEA greenhouse, because I wanted to stand in an environment with a high humidity. And humidity in my Milsbo is every time between 85 and 95%. And this way it will develop and you will have an extra plant, a new plant, which you developed on your own. If you like this video, please don't forget to press like, subscribe and the bell, and you will get an update every time I upload a new video.